Imagine the crushing weight of a whole nation's hopes resting right on your shoulders. For Diego Maradona, that wasn't just some poetic metaphor. It was his literal, everyday reality. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're not just doing a rundown of a sports career. We're going to dive deep into a profoundly human story. We're looking at the very anatomy of genius, what charismatic leadership actually looks like in practice, and of course, the intense, sometimes overwhelming struggles that come with unimaginable fame.
Imagine the crushing weight of global expectations resting heavily on a single, extraordinarily gifted young prodigy. This was a life where every single triumph was celebrated across the globe, but also where every minor misstep was completely magnified under a microscope. It's a compelling story because it proves that while natural greatness can absolutely elevate you to the heavens, surviving that journey, well, that requires a completely different kind of character.
Which brings us to part 1, the burden of a legend's potential. To really understand his incredible trajectory, we first need to look at how he actually handled that immense burden.
It's so tempting to buy into the myth of the effortless genius. But if we look at his formative years, Maradona didn't just coast on his natural greatness. Far from it, he locked himself into relentless, grueling practice routines. He was actively maximizing those innate abilities long before he ever stepped onto the world stage. It's like potential is really just the starting line, right? True greatness requires absolutely brutal dedication.
Moving into part 2, conquering the world stage. With that solid foundation set, he showed us an extraordinary capacity to just completely dominate.
Out there on the pitch, he was literally a force of nature, and he was driven by some very distinct core values. First off, he had the sheer courage to take on massive, almost suffocating responsibilities without even a hint of fear. And then he paired that bravery with this totally unique, improvisational creativity to shatter what seemed like impossible defenses. But maybe most importantly, he maintained an unbreakable loyalty to his team and his environment. He wasn't just building a team, he was forging a brotherhood.
But, of course, every ascent casts a shadow. That leads us to part 3, the dark side of fame.
We really have to objectively weigh the peak of his glory against a very stark human reality, because as he was reaching these unparalleled heights through his natural greatness, he was simultaneously battling the intense, humanizing traps of sudden, monumental fame. It's a pretty harsh truth we have to face here. Achieving greatness is really only half the battle. Surviving the crushing negative pressures of that fame is an entirely different war altogether.
And that brings us to part 4, resilience amidst pressure. Because honestly, it was right there in the darkest moments that his character was truly put to the test. At his very core, Maradona possessed a profound sense of resilience. And we're not just talking about physical toughness here. This was a deep fighting spirit. It was his ability to just keep striving and pushing forward relentlessly, even when situations were overwhelmingly difficult and the pressures seemed completely insurmountable. It's a vital life lesson for all of us in maintaining our drive when the world around us turns to absolute chaos. Next up is part 5, the inspiring charismatic leader. His story isn't solely about personal survival. It's actually a fascinating case study in modern professional leadership and group dynamics. When you really break down his leadership style, 2 major traits just jump right out at you: unwavering confidence and sheer charisma. By channeling those 2 things, he provided crucial certainty in the absolute highest stakes situations imaginable. He had this rare, almost magnetic ability to completely elevate the spirits and the performance of everyone around him. If you're studying influence or leadership, this right here is the ultimate blueprint.
Finally, we reach part 6, balancing character and success. Ultimately, his legacy forces us to take a hard look at the intersection of raw talent and self-mastery.
The ultimate lesson we can draw from this explainer is that it's all a massive balancing act. Sure, hard work and courageous talent can absolutely propel you to the peak, but reaching the summit definitely isn't the same thing as surviving it. To actually sustain success long-term, you have to anchor yourself with self-control to avoid those negative traps we talked about. And you need the reflective wisdom to learn from your mistakes. Greatness without discipline is fleeting, But greatness balanced with self-control, that is the real recipe for long-term success.
So great potential can take us to the top, but do we possess the strong character and self-control required to survive the summit? As we wrap up this look at the highly emotional, deeply complex life of Diego Maradona, we are left to ask ourselves that very same question. Think about it. If your own potential brought you to the absolute peak tomorrow, would you have the strength of character to actually survive it? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep reflecting and keep learning.